We back in the building. Y'all already know, man. It's Young, the one who do it. Numbers don't lie. That's the movement. Now let's get to it. We back once again. Oschino and Sparks. My bad. Oh, not Oschino and Sparks. Oschino Vasquez. I forgot that's his name. I'm just so used to hearing the Oschino and Sparks. If you was around in the Roc-A-Fella days, you already know. That's what the two dudes that was in the group, Oschino and Sparks. But yeah, this Oschino and Wayno situation is still going. We on part number 3. Oschino came out with another response. We seen your man Wayno, he did a long video. He did a video, I think it was like it's an hour and change, probably like an hour and 40 minutes. We wasn't able to finish that, so we gonna start where we left off. We gonna hear what else Wayno got to say. So let's get to that.
Chris and Friday, and I ain't have nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Like I was Chris and Friday, and I ain't have nowhere to go. But he tells you, yeah, that nigga was sleeping in my house, and I started busting a gun in the house, but he kept me safe. He'll tell you, yo, I left him in the house with all this money and a bunch of other shit too. That so much shit in the house that I asked somebody to come get me out the house because which that house ended up getting broken into later on. The other house that I lived in with him, right after I stand with him, ended up getting shot up. And I was so safe. See, the difference between me and Oschino is this. Everything that he's going through, you know what I mean? Everything he's going through is the things that defines him. The things that he's going through is the things that defines him. And the things that he's talking about doesn't define me. When I met O, I was around 18 going on 19. You know what I'm saying? I'm now a 43-year-old man. Whenever you say a nigga name, you know what I mean? Yeah, he don't know that my father's dead because he doesn't know me and I don't know him. He still looks at me as the child from when I was 19 years old, the kid that was 18, 19, sleeping on his couch. He doesn't look at me as a man or doesn't look at anything that I've done in my life as worthy or salute, even though while I was doing things, he would call me and tell me that he was proud of me for the stuff that I was doing when it was time. And the reason why he even brought up Dave East is because he want me to not be cool with Meek Mill. I don't have a reason to not be cool with Meek Mill. And I said, he like, yeah, because you cool with Meek Mill. How you going to say shout out to Meek Mill? I say, yo, bro, when I had my fallout with East, I ain't tell you to not be cool with East. I didn't tell nobody to not be cool with East. I ain't tell nobody to not be cool with East. When me and him had our differences and he fired me, I ain't tell nobody. I ain't say, yo, don't fuck with that nigga. People with same people that he met through me, people that was around him, that was around me. I ain't tell nobody don't mess with them. Don't mess with him. I ain't tell nobody to not mess with him. And then he said, yeah, you got to talk about me to get views. No, I don't. I spoke on Philadelphia because I love Philadelphia. I've always had a great relationship with Philadelphia. My daughter went to UPenn and graduated from UPenn, top of her class, full academic scholarship. I spent a lot of time in Philadelphia. I got a lot of friends. Some of my best friends in the world is from Philadelphia. So yeah, when I see niggas going through it in Philly, I'm going to speak. And the reason why I'm going to speak is because I care about the city. I care about the people of the city. At one point, it's about but now on the boo-boo butt pop toast cook list. You know what I mean? And that's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool. Like I'm never apologizing for the truth.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what truth he's still talking about. If you're talking negative about somebody publicly, when you ain't got to do that. That had nothing to do with everything he just said. I'm not catching it. Maybe y'all hear different. Please, if y'all know something different that y'all hearing, drop it in the comments, please.
I'm never apologizing for the truth. Like niggas saying I wasn't at no meetings and all this shit was meetings going on. When we was at Roc-A-Fella and them niggas was talking about dropping y'all, yeah, and then this nigga said that Big Face Gary brought me up. Big Face Gary did not bring me up to Roc-A-Fella. That's another. See, that's the thing. If he says something that he don't say truthful, he's misspeaking. I don't call it a lie. He's misspeaking. Big Face Gary did not bring me into Roc-A-Fella. I got into Roc-A-Fella because I was working in the mailroom at Roc-A-Fella. I grinded my way up. I grinded my way up from literally in the basement to the 29th floor, to being assistant A&R, to being the nigga that was delivering mail to the label and ended up getting a job so I could help people. You know what I'm saying? So I could work with the niggas that I believed in. See, I believed in Oschino and Sparks as a group when everybody at the label didn't. I believed in them niggas. I believed in Chris and Neef. You know what I'm saying? I believed in them niggas. And they took me on the road. I wasn't their intern. I believed in Beanie Sigel, which led me to be an A&R, which them niggas didn't even give me credit for being an A&R on The Becoming. They didn't even give me credit for helping A&R that album. And Beanie Sigel would tell you himself, yeah, Wayno helped me finish that album. On a Public Enemy #1 mixtape with Green Lantern. Because I was listening to Champ is Here every day. And I went to Beanie's like, yo, we got to do a mixtape, man. Like, we got to make some shit. Like, this Kiss shit is crazy. And A&R, and I learned how to record while I was with Beans. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to record and recorded that mixtape. Did the artwork, came up with the concepts, everything for that project. I did a lot in music. That's what permitted me and put me in a position to later on, you know what I mean? To bring it on. So listen, I wanna address some comments because I see why I bring up his age, clown shit from the culture. I hate y'all. I brung up his age because the person who sent me the song, it was a 10-year-old kid. It wasn't a 10-year-old kid. It was his dad who sent the song. It was his dad who sent the song. I'm gonna see if I can find the song so I can see the message that they had sent me. I'm gonna find the song so I can see the message they sent me. Was that Friday? What day was Friday, y'all? Was that the...
So I'm trying to understand the relevancy of him saying that Oschino is 50. If the kid has a beat that's made by somebody that's 50, is that going to be a problem too? Because I really just don't understand. If his father's going through you as the source to get the music out, what's the difference? The father's coming to you when he has a 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It still sounds like it's some hating, blocking type shit.
4th? No, that was the 5th, right? Friday was the 5th? Or was Friday the 8th? No, Friday was the 5th. Yesterday was the 8th. Okay. Hold on. See if I can find this song. I don't know if you can see the message that they send you. Hold on, let's play the song. I want to play the song now. Now I'm invested. I want to play the song. I actually want to play the song. Submitted Tashawn. Low trip. Where's this at? Hold on. Let me find it. I'm gonna find the song.
Yeah, he failed to actually explain why it's a bad look for Oschino to be on a song with somebody who's younger. He hasn't, especially if he's getting paid. I mean, I make songs with people all the time. I ghostwrite for people. I don't know their ages sometimes. I'm blind to what's going on the other side. I'm just told to do a task and I get paid for it. I think that's the same thing if you're doing a collaboration. You're just doing a task. What does that have to do with age? That sounds like age shaming. And especially if you're in your 40s and he's in his 40s, it don't really make any sense.
Play the song. Because I feel at this point, the least I could do is give some sort of level of promotion. You know what I'm saying? It was the 6th. No, it was the 4th. I think it was the 4th. Yeah, I think it was the 4th. This was that Thursday. It was the 4th because he called me on that Wednesday. Not Thursday, he called me on that Wednesday. I'm going to play the song so y'all can hear the song. I'm going to play the song. The 4th. All right, bet. That's it right here. Okay. TJ Peso, Prison, Vic, Bronze Tiger, Pops. All right, this is it right here. I found it. All right, this is the song. This is the song, y'all. This the song. This the song.
It's Cost Finger, baby.
This the song. It's a 10-year-old kid. I'm 43.
Getting so much love in Philly, man, I had to give the summer some. Feeling like 2000 bubble truck, I'm on a run and some. Dropping game like Gilly, not a milli, at least 100 some. Wall of Porsche, 911, Market Street, running some. Big trophy dressing all green like the Eagles. CEO, no piece of nose, Kinos, my amigos. Not a bully, but I'm Broad Street, love like I'm Siegel. Not a bully, but I'm Broad Street, love like I'm Siegel. Yeah, I'm so on PD, young Chris. Dream chasing, making Philly, yeah, he do it like this. Swinging like Renard Hawkins and Danny Swift. Real Fresh Prince, guess I am the next Will Smith. Philly still rocking, yes, Philly still rocking. Philly still rocking, North Philly still rocking. Philly still rocking, West Philly still rocking. Philly still rocking, South Philly still rocking. Philly still rocking, yes, Philly still rocking. Philly still rocking, North Philly still rocking. Philly still rocking, West Philly still rocking.
I'm about to fast forward this thing. I don't know why he's doing this.
When O first called me and said I was like, when I talked about him crashing out and all of that, it's because, you know, I had never seen him act like that on the internet before. And for me, honestly, it bothered me to see him like that. Now, he said I should have called them and all of that. And when we had our first conversation, you know, when he called me and we talked, and he said, yo, you know, told me about what he was going through when niggas had did him dirty or whatever the case may be, sharing with me. You know what I'm saying? Sharing with me. I was like, all right, well, you know, I said, oh, the reason why I said you was crashing out is because me knowing you, I never seen you be this way on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I never seen you be this way on the internet. And that shit bothered me to see him like that. But then I also accepted the fact that the person that I did know at one point in time, the same way how I said he don't know me over the past 20 something years, I don't know him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know him. So the fact of the matter is this: people have their jokes. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about, oh, well, you know, you slept on this couch. You know what I mean? You had your the toes out shit is so funny. That shit is just funny. It's a joke. Like, it's a joke. And he said that jokingly. But shooting a gun in the house. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, oh, is my big brother, but he crazy. This is what I said on my video. After we had our conversation, I'm gonna make a video about you. I'm gonna cook your toast. He said, I ain't gonna really cook your toast, but I'm gonna cook your toast. I said, all right. I said, I'm gonna make a video about you too. He said, all right, let's do it. Then to paint me as this, I don't want you to get no money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to get no money. I don't want you to have nothing. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Especially at the fact of when we just spoke the other day. When we spoke the other day, I said, yo, man, I gotta wait for you to make some money. While we was on the phone, you said, all right, bet. And then I told you I was gonna call you, and I didn't call you the day after. That's why at first I thought the call on Sunday was for. You know what I mean? And then you had niggas calling me on the phone and calling me a pussy and all this other shit. Niggas that don't know me, you don't know me. I'm a man.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that whole phone call shit, somebody calling me and people calling me on the phone that I don't know, I'm hanging that shit up immediately. Like, there's no reason to be on no phone call like that, especially if someone's calling you to press you about something that you said. You should have hung that up, bro. Shouldn't even kept going with that.
Tough. Never said I was a tough guy, none of that shit. But I'm not gonna allow another man to disrespect because he don't agree with me. You not respect me just so you could agree. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna allow that. You know what I mean? And for a nigga to talk about what my father did for me, that nigga never met my dad. He never met my father. I had my father in my life. My father was in the streets. My father was in the streets. I watched my father deteriorate in front of my eyes for 2 weeks. I watched my dad deteriorate in front of my eyes for 2 weeks due to cancer and kidney failure. And for a nigga to say that he did more for me than my father ever did for me, all right. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of crazy to watch on both sides. Both of them is dealing with a lot of trauma. This would have been better. And I think Wayno has to understand you started this shit by starting the conversation and talking about Oschino without telling him you was gonna talk about him. And then doubling down on it again after he responded to you the first time. And then you go on Vlad and do it again when nobody asked you. Nobody asked you.
everybody got the right to feel how they feel. I don't care to speak to Oschino anymore either. I don't care to be friends with niggas. Niggas was never my friends. All this that they did for me, man, I'm not here to give y'all my personal life and everything that I went through from a financial standpoint. And then the shit with East, he made it public, but guess what? I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of people knowing that a nigga owed me money because I'm not never going to run from the fucking truth. But I told that nigga that on the phone. I didn't call him saying, guess what? No, you call me and start telling me about all these different things. And I shared a story with you in confidentiality because I believe that you would keep that to yourself. I was wrong.
Hold on, man. How you gonna say you thought he was gonna keep some shit to himself when you running around spewing his personal life and negativity about his personal life like it's nothing? That is very strange. That's very strange that he's saying these words. It kind of doesn't, it's like almost like there's a block, like you don't have no accountability on yourself, that you did the same shit. And that this whole situation started with you. You were the one to make the first video about, oh.
I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong. I was wrong. My feelings is not hurt. My feelings is not hurt. Because people gonna believe whatever they want to believe. He has an audience. People gonna take and believe whatever they want to believe. But the fact of the matter is this. When we was at Roc-A-Fella and nobody up there was trying to do nothing to move anything forward, he was not obligated to be on that album because he was part of the group. The group was never an official group. They were never signed to a deal as state property. They were signed individually as groups. Owen Sparks, Chris and Neef, PD Crack, Freeway, Beanie Sigel. They put it together and made a compilation album, but they was never signed as a group. I fought to make sure that that nigga was on that album. Yeah. So for everybody who loves the song Down Too Long, I made sure that that song made that album. For everybody that loved that album, I A&R'd that album. I will wholeheartedly say that shit. I would take that to the moon and back. I A&R'd that album. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Just know that, and even with the shit, like I said, even with the shit with me and East, if I want to talk about it in full context, I will, and I'll do it at my leisure, at my discretion. But nobody's going to deter me from my truth. Nobody's going to deter me from my truth. That nigga saying I'll be scared to go to Harlem and all of that, man, that just... So what I'm supposed to do? Every time I go back to Harlem, do a video to prove to people that I don't know that I go to Harlem? What a joke. Know what I'm saying? What a joke. What a joke. We'll never sit down again. I mean, and that's cool. It ain't like, I mean, like, it's cool. Y'all think that nigga should be on that song? Okay. I think it's a bad business move. You know what I mean? But listen, everybody's entitled to how they feel. Everybody's entitled to how they feel and what it is they want to do and all that shit. I'm going to be listening to music this evening around 6 p.m. I mean, I'm gonna be listening to I'm gonna be listening to music. I mean, I'm gonna be listening to music later on. Niggas get offended by honest critiques. Niggas get offended by don't send your music. Don't. And even for the shit about me, like even for the shit about me, oh, you waited to say this about East, you. Nah, it's not that I waited to say nothing about East. The only thing I was offended about East was him contacting me. Him contacting all that on Vlad when I didn't lie about him. If I lied, or I could see if I said some real shit about what we really went through. I could say some real shit about what we really do. I could have been doing shit to paint you in a negative light or paint you in some negative picture. But I told a story about our differences. I was managing you. You had people in your ear. And having those people in your ear, having them niggas in your ear, made you feel like you had to get rid of me. Know what I mean? Had you feel like you had to get rid of me. I'm saying? At the time when you got rid of me, it affected my mental health. Know what I'm saying? It affected my mental health heavily. It did. Cause I had everybody talking about I stole from this nigga. Niggas was just coming up with shit, making it up as they went along. Saying that I stole from the nigga, saying I did this, I did that, I did this. You know how it is to have people saying all this shit about you that ain't true? Know what I mean? That ain't true. While we was on the phone, you know what I mean? I told niggas, you know what I mean? I was on the phone, I told niggas, yo, listen, if you was offended by something that happened, apologies, but niggas don't want apologies. It's just smoke. It is what it is, man. I ain't tripping. It is what it is. People could take that and run with it however the fuck they want. I could care less. I mean, and to hear a nigga talk about something, you scared to go because he from Harlem and you scared to, that's a whole nother conversation. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. I'll be on stream later listening to music as well. You know what I mean? I'll be on what's the name, listening to music as well. Oh yeah, I see Nafis. What's up, Nafis? He was the brother that was on the phone. You know, he's here. He's the brother that was on the phone. You know what I'm saying? While we was talking, when things went left. You know what I mean? Things went left. And he continuously says, like, who are you to critique anybody's music? Who are you to critique anybody's music? Like, I need to prove myself to these niggas. As if I don't have skin in the game. I mean, that shit is crazy, bro.
Make sure y'all stay tuned. We about to get to the Oschino part 3.
That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy, man. You never know what you get out of this rap shit. I say that. You never know what you get out of this rap shit. I promise you. Oh, boy. All right, let's just do this last thing because Nafis keeps asking, who am I? Okay, so this is who I am, bro. This is who I am. Wayno Clark. This is in Billboard. At Asylum Records, a platinum record, And I got about like 4 other gold records with Sada Baby. You know what I'm saying? Platinum gold while I worked here. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. Hold on. This is who I am. Quality control boost A&R department with Branger Ringo and Wayno Clark. Executive Vice President of A&R and VP of A&R. Yep. That's who I am. That's who I am. You know what I mean? That's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am in the music world. In the music world, all of this shit don't exist in the world that I'm in. Is that now? Yo. Oh my God, man. This should be so funny, bro. This should be so funny, man. This should be so funny. Yo, Yo, that shit is so funny, man. That shit is so funny. This nigga said it's not now. Yo, bro, that's the thing. Niggas is always gonna move. Niggas is always gonna move the goalposts for how they feel right about something. Niggas always gonna move the goalposts for when they mad at something, bro. Niggas is who they say they was for 20 years, for 30 years or whatever. This is not 30 years ago. This is not 30 years ago. Nafis, man. Yo, Nafis, you know what? I'ma salute you for how you ride for O. Cause at the time when I was running around with O when I was young, I'd have rolled for O the same way. I was just offended because Nafis called me a pussy. That was the only thing that made me tight. I was tight. That nigga, we was on the phone. This nigga called me with 5 people on the phone. We talking. That nigga Nafis said, "Nigga, you a pussy, nigga. Where you at, nigga?" Yo, man. That nigga said, "You pussy, where the fuck you at?" I was mad as shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's Sunday. I'm chilling, watching the game. These niggas called me on the phone, yelling this shit. These niggas called me yelling this shit on the phone. Nigga said, "Man, where you at, pussy?" Yo, I was mad as shit. I was mad as shit, but at the same time, man, like, at the same time, I looked at it from the standpoint of like, oh, bro, man, you not about to be calling me no pussy. See, the thing about me being from Harlem is like I grew up in Harlem, but I spent a lot of time in Philly. And the call a nigga a bitch in Harlem, that's like to go to level 10. The call a nigga a pussy in Philly, that's level 10. So when that nigga called me a pussy, I was hot. You know what I mean? Niggas keep saying, "With your feet out?" Nigga, I was asleep on the couch, man. What you want me to do? Yo, man, I was asleep on the couch.
Nah, that's crazy work, man. You gotta keep them socks on, nigga, unless it's your own crib.
Yo, that shit bad funny, man. We did speak offline, though. That's the thing, man. We did speak offline. We did speak offline, you know what I'm saying? We did speak offline. That's the whole fact of the matter, is that we was talking offline, you know what I mean? We did talk offline. We talked offline. He said, this is why I be laughing. Nigga said, you ain't have nothing.
We got that Oschino response coming up, part 3, in less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes
to
or
do
so.
No Sada Baby songs. Yo, man, that shit is tears, man. That shit got me in tears, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This internet shit is hilarious, man. I love it, man. I love it. This shit is dumb funny, bro. This shit is dumb funny, man. Nafis said, "Let's A&R a project and see who's better." Nafis, you ain't sold no records, bro. You ain't got no classics under your belt. I got the Becoming by Beanie Sigel. I got Tough Love by Young Guns. I got no, I ain't trying to be friends. I ain't look. I got Tough Love, Youngest in Charge, little Young Chris mixtapes. I got what's that shit? The Becoming, like I said, Public Enemy #1. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga talking about let's A&R something now. Nah, I ain't got to A&R nothing with niggas, bro. Why would I want to A&R a song with it? Why would I want to A&R something with anybody who disrespects me? Like, hey, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, nigga? Like, why would I wanna do A&R with a nigga that with niggas that do? So y'all niggas can line me up and try to do something to me? Like, you know what I mean? He said, my God, I think you hurt. So I think you hurt by the situations at hand, and that's okay. Nah, I mean, yeah, I mean, lie and say like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say like that shit. This is a person that at one point in time, you know what I mean? At one point in time, you know, we was close. So yeah, of course, falling out hurts on both sides. Like, it's not one-sided. You know what I mean? Like, it's not one-sided. Yeah, I moved to Atlanta to work at Quality Control. Oh man, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That shit is funny. You know, I speak negatively on bro in public. Nah, people just, you know what I mean? Niggas just can't take jokes, man. Hold on. Let's see something right quick. Hold on. Let's see the title. Let me see something real quick. Nah, Kelly? I don't know. I don't know if you could go in there from there. Hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. Besides all of that, man, it is Ramadan. You know what I mean? It is Ramadan. I hope y'all having a good... If you Muslim, I hope you having a good Ramadan. If you Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I hope you have a good Ramadan. That's why I love Philadelphia, man. I got Islam from being in Philadelphia. I took my shahada in Bean's living room. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the fact of the matter, man. Like, I don't be tripping about none of that shit, man. End of the day, man, niggas live a great life. You know what I'm saying? Like, end of the day, niggas live a great life. Hold on a second. Credits. Interesting. John Cleta. That shit dope funny, man. You know a logo. You is my guy. I like you, but you be saying a lot of little sucker shit. Like, you be saying a lot of sucker shit logo. So this is what we gonna do. But all right, much love to y'all, man. Yeah, overall, this is, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
All right, man. That was from the long ass live that he did. So now we about to get into Oschino part 3. Him responding to all the shit that Wayno just said. Wayno said a lot. I don't know, wrapping it up, it seemed like he really just solidified a lot of shit that Oschino said. It sounded like Oschino told the truth majority of the time. He was just changing things like the days and numbers, and it was just, it was just really nitpicking. And it sounded like he already just don't fuck with Oschino like that for whatever reason in his head. And he bigs up other people. That's what I got from that. I don't know how y'all feel. Let me know. Drop it in the chat.
Toast production. Don't get your toast cooked.
Yo, the nigga got the toast getting cooked in the beginning. It's about to be interesting. Let's get to it.
This is another Cooking Toast production. Don't get your toast cooked.
This nigga's hilarious, man.
Good morning, y'all. Oschino Vasquez, let's jump right into this. Wayno, I'm talking directly to you, right? How does it feel? Oh, no, being a hater is one thing. Being a liar is something else. You have a black heart. You said a lot of lies.
That's who I am. That's who I am.
Well, I fought for Oschino to get on this state property. You ain't fight for nothing. Even when you talked about, let's start up. Let me back up. Shout out to Big Bentley Niche. She's doing her thing. She's the one singing the hook on Been Down Too Long, the song. She's from Philadelphia. Black Key, who made the beat, is from Philadelphia. But you don't know none of this because you wasn't there. You have nothing, you don't know nothing about nothing when people put stuff together. You want to take credit for things you had nothing to do with. That's diabolical. Make me want to spit up in my mouth. Oh, how dare you? Did you know Beanie Sigel tried to steal my beat from Been Down Too Long? I said, and I asked Biggs, why you let him record on my beat? That's my man from Philly sent me that beat with the hook on it. He said, man, it's beats for everybody. Whoever got the best song, we're going to pick that. I'm like, man, they're going to pick Beanie's song over mine. They picked mine's Been Down Too Long over me. But, we got to say probably one. Was you there for that? No, you wasn't even there for that. So I think, why you saying trying to take credit for people's success when you don't have...
That's who I am.
Because if you look crazy, oh, shout out baby, he got platinum and gold. You ain't write a song. You did that with anybody. Anybody, bro. You understand how you look? Oh, you don't know Jay-Z. I promise you he don't. Damn, Wayno, you hate me that bad? That you could say that? So say I didn't know Jay-Z at all, I was lying. Why would my little brother, quote unquote, be the one that exposed me to the world? But then think about how worse it is if you know I know him. Everybody, I got Jay-Z say my name in a hook on his song, bro. Jay-Z the one that signed me. I was at Jay-Z crib on the 76th floor before you even came along. But knowing Jay-Z is not a flex for me. So when you say, man, I see him on the blog and personally,
He knows Jay-Z personally. No, he don't. He really don't.
Nah, his face even looked like he was hating on that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He crunched his face up all crazy. Yeah, he got a disposition. He got some type of disposition towards Oschino. Is what it is.
I saw your body language and your tone and your demeanor. I said, oh, he hates me.
I just said that.
See, the one thing I know about men, you can't change a black heart. So I would never forgive you, never mess with you ever in life. It's over. I don't care if whatever long it's been. I'm glad this happened so I can get you away from me. You're diabolical. Vlad even said, you let a Vlad say, man, I never had a bad experience with Oschino. Even Oschino even called me sometimes and tell me, thank you. Thanks for everything. Because when somebody do something for me, I understand they didn't have to do it. And I appreciate it to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't. You saw me and I reminded you of everything that you're not. Because, you ain't never said nothing about nobody else from state property. No matter what you want to think or say about me, let me tell you one thing that's a fact that you can't even deny yourself. You uploaded a video coming at me when I ain't talked to you in years. We never had a beef, and you didn't even call me. And you got to admit this, Wayno. Every time you say something about me, I called you. You was a bona fide hater.
That's who I am.
They kept talking about me, focus on me so bad. So you talking about, I'm with QC. I'm an A&R. When you do all these major things, when you find time to hate on me? When you find time to make everything I do make you upset? When did that happen? I'm confused. You know what I mean? Because when I see you, your thumbnail pop up on my screen, I see you with academics beefing. I'm on your side automatically because I don't know academics, right? You my little brother. So whatever you're doing, I'm riding with you. Wayno, when I came home from jail, I was penniless. I called you. I said, bro, congratulations on your success. I'm proud of you. Meant it from the bottom of my heart. I didn't say, Wayno, you slept here, can I get $100? I ain't ask you for nothing. 0 degrees, nothing, right? Big bro, I ain't gonna ask you for that, I'll get back, right? You still took time out your life to diss me. Then you telling all lies.
That's who I am.
So I'm not even hurting them. I'm just glad that it happened now so I can get you away from me. Because I want you to look in the mirror and know that you're a hater and that you're a sucker. I mean, you bigged up everybody but me. When my thing is this, you don't gotta like me. You don't gotta diss me either. After I looked out for you. Did you ever sleep on any people that you named couches? I doubt it. Right? So I heard you on your live, you responded, yeah, called me talking about Freeway. Bro, I talked about Freeway because I was explaining to you why I was beefing with people and what Freeway done, right? But the difference between me and you talking about Dave East is that when I talked about Freeway, I already said it publicly into Freeway. You talking about Dave East behind his back. Different thing, bro. So stop putting us in the same category. You even said I don't have lifetime friends. I had all my friends sending me videos saying how long I've been friends, but I said, you know what? I ain't even putting that up. You know what? I ain't got to prove nothing to him. I got more lifetime friends than you ever had, bro. Because you're a hater, bro. You're a hater. The fact that you picked me as the hater on when you had all these people, Dave East stole money from you, I don't understand how me talking about somebody in Philadelphia supersedes you talking about Dave East that stole $100,000 from me. That means, so I said, I put these things together in my head. I said, well, maybe he just don't like me so much because I am who I am. I remind him that he can't never be nothing like me. Because on the phone, well, you're the only one been through things? Bro, I've been through foster homes, shot 10 times, adult prison 16, my dad.
Yo, so to me, it sounds like Wayno would still be rocking with Oschino if Oschino had the same clout as maybe a Dave East. It seemed like he cares more about how big an artist is. I don't know if that's what goes on in the A&R world. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what it sounds like because he's worried about protecting other people's images, especially when they got music coming out, but then you're not worried about Oschino's image. Matter of fact, you talk about him unprovoked.
Down in front of my face, no mother, blocked of a homicides, bro. I've been through more things you can count, right? But that's not neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, I got morals. I got things I live by. You don't. You don't. And then the fact that you're lying, and every lie you said was to make me look bad. I will never understand what I do to these men to make them want to cross me and hate me so bad. But it happens time and time and time again. So Wayno, you're not the first person to do this. I obviously forgive you. I'm glad you did it so I can get away from you and make sure I never call you or see your face again. You know what I mean? Because you're a very bad hater. You said they're talking about like you were A&R extraordinary, bro. You came to Roc-A-Fella, you was not even getting paid. Now you all of a sudden you put the album together. You ain't do nothing, bro. You did nothing. You're trying to take credit for somebody going to the house, writing these songs, verse for verse, bars, recording it. No, you did it. You should be ashamed of. That's even low.
This is really, it reminds me of when Dame Dash said, this is why he don't want to be around men, because a man is always going to try to take over and wants to be better than the next man. So that's what causes envy, jealousy, hatred, you know what I mean? Insecurity, all of those type of feelings and emotions. I don't know why people feel that way when you always have the option to just be bigger and do better. I never personally felt that way. If I see somebody who see my man's doing some shit, that makes me excited. That makes me motivated. That makes me want to go get it. Like, and I'm going to praise that. I'm going to clap for you. I'm gonna be like, yo, that's dope, man. Keep doing your thing. Like, I'm excited, genuinely. Some people are not. It's a lot of people that are not, that it hurts them to know that y'all came from the same situation and they'll never be doing what you're doing. And that's just a limited way of thinking that I've never been able to think. But it happens, though. And I've been hated on myself.
For you.
That's who I am.
That's even low for you, bro. Good Lord. Oh, I'm so... Bro, when I see you say that, I'm going to throw up in my mouth. I did. You arguing with CO, not Feast. Feast was riding. He can't believe he was hating on me again. He said, oh, he hating on you again. See, you lying, bro. And then you talk about me calling you on the phone with 5 people. The only reason I called you, I mean, people on the phone, because we was already on the phone talking. Feast called, then us, I plugged him in. He said, you see what Wayno said? He put the video up, but you talking about me about the song, and I just called you right away, because I like to call right away. As soon as somebody tells something about me, I'm calling. You say that with a little boy 10 years old, I'm giving my feedback. Listen, at the end of the day, bro, I wasn't even on the song yet. So what you were saying was make sure he don't get no money. Make sure you put him, you put the gunshots up and everything, bro. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for showing me who you are. I appreciate that part. But I wouldn't want a coward.
I ain't gonna hold you. And I was waiting for Wayno to explain himself on that and make it make sense. Because his tone, his energy, and the words that he said. You said the man was 50. He's not even 50 yet. You know that he's not 50 yet. And then you said he's beefing with the whole planet. You said the whole planet. I don't understand how that's saying, yo, I think this is a bad business decision. Those two things don't sound alike, bro. So it's like even in the response, it's not genuine. The shit is not genuine. Usually when a motherfucker's not genuine, they either a liar or they're a liar and a hater.
They just tell me from the rip. You know, when you look in the mirror, you see a coward. When I look in the mirror, I see an honorable man. See, at the end of the day, you know you slept on my couch, ate my food, I gave you money. You know all you did was hate on me and try to stop me and make me look bad to the world. You know that in your heart, that's what you did. See, I'm on the side of right. So I'm going to smile and go to sleep nice every day, right? And now other people know that you're a sucker and a hater. Other people, not just me. And maybe you needed that to maybe get better, but I know you can't cure a black heart. So your black heart will always be there, right? But now just more people know that you have a black heart. No, Dave, he's my
brother.
brother.
What's crazy? Thought about it for a second, and I thought about how many of my friends in the past I let sleep on my couch. I never thought about it. It just happened to happen because we were talking about this. But yeah, a lot of them motherfuckers I don't even talk to no more. We're not even cool anymore. And they never thank me for that shit. Maybe in the moment. That was about it. So it's just, I think that's human nature. People don't really know how to be thankful, be grateful, or to reciprocate anything. That's just usually how it goes. And you got to be cool with that. You got to be okay with that. If you are doing something out the kindness of your heart, just be okay with not getting it back. That's life.
Pray together. I can't talk about him. I was born Muslim before you was even born on earth. You look at my name and you can tell I'm Muslim. I was born Muslim. Whether what I believe or not, however, I got doubts, that don't mean nothing. If you want to use Islam, I know people that use Islam to put you in the cell and come SA you. You know what I'm saying? So you one of these guys that make an excuse for everything that you do wrong instead of taking accountability. I thought you were going to go in there and say, you know what, I should have never made a video about, oh, I was wrong for that. But instead, you're trying to make it double back on your wrongness. I'm appalled at you. I wish I never met you. I really wish I never met you. Because one thing about me, I'd rather you be my enemy than act like you my friend. I'm riding for you and you a clown. You was a bona fide clown, bro. Now you want to take credit for my success on being with Roc-A-Fella Records, for writing my songs. That's why I'm on this. You make me want to throw up in my mouth, bro. You ain't nobody. Bro, you're not nobody, bro. Stop talking like you put everything together. You're not nobody, bro. Let's be honest. You're not nobody, bro. You met Davies and all that, bro. I'm damn near retired from music, bro. I've been popping for years, bro. I put Take Property album together. You ain't do nothing, bro. Unless you wrote those songs. So please get off your own DICK. Because you're not nobody, bro.
That was crazy to me. I don't know if y'all heard the situation, how Wayno was explaining it with State Property, that nobody wanted to work with them. Nobody cared about them. They were just kind of like the extra leftovers on Roc-A-Fella. I can't believe that. I just really can't believe that. And I can't believe that Wayno was the only one that made them who they was. That shit don't make sense. It really doesn't.
And I want you to know, instead of you responding about what I did and just remind me that you started this, you hated, you're a hater, and you're going to always be a hater because you got a black heart and you're a groupie. A bad groupie. Yes, you're a groupie. Picking up everybody, this, that, and the third. You worry about what's going on in Philly because you ain't got no motion. The only way you're going to make any motion is you talk about other people. You can't talk about yourself. You can't talk, you have no life. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do, I'm talking about in life. You want to do music. What you ever do in life to talk about that's interesting? Nothing. Let me talk about Dame Dash. Let me talk about Mace. Let me talk academics. Do I ever come here and say, yo, Wayno talk about everybody? I would never say that. Because I don't care about what you talking about everybody. You care about what I do because I'm the SHIT. And with that being said, hope you go in the mirror and say, damn, you know what, I was looking in the mirror when you brushing your teeth and say, you know, I'm a sucker. Damn, I hope a light bulb go on top of your head and you realize you're a sucker. So this ain't a joint we can ever fix because you can't fix a black heart like I said before. So that I'm not, because if you do, I'll make it ugly for you. I'll make it ugly for you, bro. So just shut up, go to bed. So this ain't a joint we can ever fix because you can't fix a black heart like I said before. So that I'm signing off. say nothing else because if you do,
Man, that was a threat. That was a threat. That sounded a little crazy. Yeah, Oschino, man. I feel you, man. I definitely feel you, bro. I understand when you got somebody that came up with you, that you showed love to genuinely. You did shit for people that you didn't have to do. You wasn't required to do it at all. But you did it anyway out the kindness of your heart. And then what's worse is they don't come back and say, thank you or be grateful about certain things. They actually come back talking shit. That's the crazier thing. It's like when someone comes back talking shit, when you know you did so many things for this person out of the kindness of your heart, and you know what type of person you was when you was just getting busy, and you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for myself right now, and I might be speaking for anyone else that went through it. It really hurts, you know what I'm saying? But you still the bigger person, and you don't want to hurt that person. So you just kind of create that space, you distance yourself, because that's going to be better for you. That's the best decision you could do, because it's going to hurt you more to go hurt somebody that you actually have genuine love for. But it really hurts to hear that person don't feel the same way you felt. That person really has some hate in their heart, some problems, but you got to have the empathy to understand it's not you that caused that problem. It's not you that put that hate in their heart. That's a flaw in them. And you got to have your hands off and just be like, you know what? I pray and I hope that this person gets it together. I hope that they figure it out. But I can't be around you no more, because it's going to force me to probably do something to you first and foremost. Second of all, it's just going to take me out of my character and ruin the path that I'm on in life. I don't want to be on no negative path. So I don't know. It don't seem like these dudes is getting back together anytime soon. The internet is crazy. It seems like the internet really can make some things get shake. It shakes life up sometimes, especially when people get some type of fame and clout. Watch out for that. Watch out for the person that says stuff for no apparent reason around people. You got to really watch these type of people. There's a lot of them out there. And if they somebody close to you, don't brush that shit off. Don't say, yo, you know what? I could kind of making excuses and all of that. Get yourself away from that person immediately, because it's going to hurt you at some point. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to be back with more content. I'm coming at y'all every day. Pause. We out of here. Numbers Don't Lie Network.